What's up, everybody? It's CMP with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Don't forget to stop by Studio One Tutorials and pick up your premium membership. It is 50 cents a day. Now, today I'm just going to be doing a part 2 of setting up Maschine with Studio One. And this is me coming over from using a push in live and really loving having a controller that can, control most all aspects of the DAW. It's really cool what they did with that. But I'm going to be using Studio One 4 a lot more, and I wanted to be able to retain some of that functionality. I got the drums working the way that I need them to work for my workflow, and then I was like, man, I really miss being able to control the transport. Control, stop, play, and all that from the controller. It just adds a vibe to be able to stop it and then bring it back and keep going. It's just part of the vibe, man. So I came across a cool video from K Sound Def. Awesome video, by the way. Thank you for that. And I'm just going to kind of go over what I took away from that and how I introduce it into my workflow. So if you when you download Maschine, you get a program called Controller Editor, and this allows you to hit shift and change your Maschine. Has two modes. It has controller mode, which that mode is going to allow you to control either the Maschine standalone software or the Maschine plugin software. However, if you switch it to MIDI mode, it goes into MIDI CC mode, and what they have here is they have factory templates that can control different DAWs. All right, so you have stuff for Easy Drummer, Reactor, Massive, FL Studio is in here, Ableton Live 9 is in here. The cool thing that I did not know that they had set up is they have a template for Mackie Control, which Mackie Control is a standard for a lot of different control surfaces with the motorized faders and stuff like that. You wind up using Mackie Control parameters, so that's already mapped to do all these different functions. So knowing that you have that functionality, if you go to your controller editor, and you have to keep this open while you're doing it, and go ahead and click on Mackie Control and make sure that that's engaged, then you can go into Studio One and bring up your preferences, and all you got to do is add, and you want to go down to Mackie and select Mackie Control and set this to receive from Maschine Controller Virtual Input, and then you're going to wind up having this control Mackie Control Maschine Control Virtual Input. And what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to use the encoders, for example, to mix your tracks, to pan your tracks and stuff like that. I can't show you because the machine's down here, but it's and I'm using an MK1. I'm not even using an MK3. Like I still have the MK1 from 2008. It works. I see no reason to change, especially when Native Instruments is so good about making sure all of their hardware is compatible with every software update that they do. But yeah, so if you look on the controller editor, it'll show you what everything does. Here's your play button, here's your rewind and fast forward, restart will toggle loop on and off. If you look up in the right hand corner, you see that. This is, and you see I'm not clicking anything. This is just me going ahead and double tap start or double tap stop to go back to the front of the loop. Really awesome stuff. The grid will turn automation off and on, and then you could see there's even more options. And you can also, if you're familiar with MIDI CC and stuff like that, you can actually program these to do what you want. If there's something that you don't like, this section right here, the V pots and the mute and the solo, what this is you get to these by the page. and it allows you to use the eight rotary encoders on the bottom here to select, to be able to change the mute and volume, the track select, and all this other stuff. So you can, it's basically like if you wanted a fader port 8, but you didn't have it, but you have a machine, a machine from the MK series, you can essentially use the same commands that's on a fader port with the machine, that's what I was thinking about doing. I was like, maybe I'll just get that stupid fader port and find somewhere to put it on my desk. And then I found this video. I was like, oh man. So this is definitely something that is going to be in my workflow from now on when using Studio One, because now I can, I like to be tactile when I'm producing to some degree. I use the mouse a lot too, but whatever I can do on a controller, I'd like to do on a controller. And then on top of that, I can switch out of MIDI control mode and then go, and then go into machine and go into my different groups. And if I want to change a pad or something, I could just go into my browser and then, scroll different sounds to change the okay, thanks a lot. to change the samples. So pretty much with having Machine and Machine Jam along with Studio One, I was able to get that super inspiring workflow that I had inside Ableton Live, and I'm really excited to create in the future. So if this helped you guys out, give me a like. This is CMP with Craftmaster Productions, Studio1Tutorials.com. Don't forget to stop by and pick up Arrangement Arsenal. Keep it simple, but don't be basic, and we will see you on the next one.